Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to play with our friend the Red Hood. I'm just trying to set up a thing or two, just give me a second. There we go. Okay, so we should be good to go. So today we're going to play with our friend the Red Hood. As you can see, we're level 27, very close to being level 30. So let's see if we can push our friend the Red Hood to level 30 today. Hi Bad Production, hi Elijah, hi Night Strike, hi Dominic Zoom, Dynamic Zoom. So let's go see our friend Gordon, who wants a word. I could probably do the Halloween seasonal also, but let's. I've done it a few times lately, so let's do something else. Hello, Jacques Borelli. I hope I'm not mispronouncing you guys' name too badly. As you can see, thanks to the Halloween seasonal, there's a lot of people here today. Hey, Unleashed Gamer. I'm a little conflicted. I'm toying with the idea of turning our friend, the Red Hood, into... oh, thank you, Jacques. Yeah, you get what you can. Sadly, you don't have any control over what you're going to get in the in the lock boxes. Actually, in the time capsules. I'm sorry to say that you pretty much have to open a lot of them if you want to have what you want. Basically, I'm pretty happy. I pretty much got everything I wanted, but I had to open a lot of time capsules. Yeah, it's what I've been wondering. I'm toying with the idea of using, basically right now using the Batman Beyond gear. I could make a Red Hood, an Arkham Knight armory to my Red Hood guy. So probably next time I'll probably come up with an Arkham Knight armory for our friend here. We'll see. Especially basically past level 10, you have access to DPS and controller. So I could easily have my Red Hood be my DPS and my Arkham Knight Armory be my controller. No, it's okay. I don't really need help. Basically, if I really wanted to fast level my characters, I could. I have basically I have two accounts. I have a PC account and I have a PS4 account. And if I really wanted to power level my character, I could just log in my, let's say, Saturday Night character, which is like 160 something, and I could power my Red Hood if I wanted to. I don't really want to power level my Red Hood. Already, thanks to the XP booster, yeah, level boost, he does level up pretty quickly. And bad production, 38 time capsules. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Basically, we earn time capsules faster than we can actually use them. Eventually, you're going to have hundreds of them, so don't worry about that. If you worry about opening all the time capsules you get, you'll be a really unhappy person. I'm sorry to say. Oh no, it's the some days you can't get rid of the bomb mission. Oh, let's pull back a bit more. No, I'm good, Elijah, but thank you. I'm also trying to show. I'm also trying to show how you can pretty much level up pretty fast without anyone carrying you. Because often when you mention certain things, let's say on the forums, people will say, "Oh, well, you were carried" or stuff like that. Hello, Nightmare. So at least now I have, let's say, video evidence that you can go up in level pretty quick and not be carried. Yeah, I know Balkan. I watched. I know he's giving up a full set of Arkham, not Arkham, but of Batman Beyond gear. So if you guys want some free Batman Beyond gear, go see our friend Balkan. I would have to check. I'm sure I still have some. Well, you can get some pretty easily on the broker. They're pretty easy to get. And the team up are fairly somewhat recent, so you should be able to get them for a decent price. Hello, Jacob. Oh, I guess we're done with the bombs, so... Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, he wants people to have Twitter and a few other things. I took a look at his video, but obviously I'm not going to enter his contest. I really don't need it, so I'm going to leave that for people who actually need it. But also, I think he's only on the European servers, if I'm not mistaken. So sadly, the poor people on the US servers won't be able to enter. And I didn't check the. Basically, he has a few specifications. He wants people to send him a message through Twitter, I think, or. Oh, you entered already? Oh, lucky you. If you win, let us know. Cool channel ideas. Well, obviously, I'm going to keep on doing gameplay videos, and I'm going to keep on making videos where I recreate iconic characters. And of course, I'm trying to keep up with whatever new content that's released in this universe online. So whenever there's new information about new content, I will try to keep you guys informed. Thank you, Acnologia. But as far as future cool content I could add, once in a while, I guess I will talk about certain classic comics that I think might be worth discovering for some of you guys. I'm toying with the idea of possibly making videos when like next week we're going to have a new season of Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. I'm toying maybe with the idea of making videos about that. Well, if your friend has some stabilizer he's not using, sure, you can ask him. So I guess we're done with this. For time-torn material, I'm not too crazy about that one. I have it on my multiverse, and I don't really like it. I've used it for a bit. I guess I didn't find the proper build to use it with. Yeah, you could buy it with. I think it. When I checked, it was around 60 millions last time I checked. But it was a while. You should check to make sure. Yeah, most are really expensive. Usually they'll once a new time capsule hits. Once a new time capsule hits the game, at first the material will be around 100 millions, and it'll go up and down from there depending on the demand and on how rare it is to get. Hello, Jotina. But yeah, for future videos, I was toying with the idea maybe of making videos about the upcoming CW TV shows. I guess I'll have to give it some thoughts. And why the CW as opposed to maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or... No, thank you, Jotina. I'm good. I'm going to figure something out. I'm not worried about that. So we're neck to neck. So who's going to reach level 30 first? Could have wagers about that. What's your new build? Okay. I'll think about it. Oh yeah. I'm a bit surprised. I was under the impression we couldn't do the bounties anymore before level 30. A mixture of Flash and Batman? Yeah, I can see that happening. But the biggest challenge will be, what do you use? The Flash call or the Batman call? Well, the bounties are pretty difficult if you're low level. So you're getting, as you saw, there was a whole bunch of us. That's why we were able to defeat our friend Full House. But you have to be either you have to be high level or you have to be a full group. I remember I saw the Red Death. I saw the cover online of the comic. I didn't read the comic itself. So you go with the Flash cowl? But how can you be a cross between Batman if you have the Flash cowl? It makes no sense. So I assume you would wear the Batman emblem, and I don't think you would wear the cape though. I see. Well, if the dark metal event in the comics is popular enough, maybe some days there'll be a dark metal DLC in this universe online. Who knows? Or at least a dark metal time capsule. Hi, Nicki Minaj. Glad you're enjoying your PS4. And if you were, I assume you were still playing on PS3. Yeah, I switched to PS4. Geez, 2 years ago. Now that time goes fast. And already 2 years ago, the game was unplayable on PS3. I salute all you guys out there who are still playing on PS3. I admire you guys because holy crap, it must not be easy. Already 2 years ago, playing on PS3 was not very fun. Yes, you have to get it from the Halloween vendor. If you give me a second, I'll show it to you in a bit. If you go to the East End police station, there is the Phantom Stranger, and right next to Phantom Stranger, there is a vendor. So look into that vendor, and that's where you're going to see the style. My favorite style, I have to admit right now, I love the Batman Beyond style. I think they did a really good job with it. I know that some are a bit disappointed because there's not a specific animation for the wings. Basically, with the wings, you still have the same animation as always. So you don't have the gliding animation that you would expect from, let's say, Batman Beyond. But that's a minor nitpick for me. I'm just happy to get the style. No, it actually, you have to purchase, either you have to buy time capsules, or you have to buy it from the broker. If you have enough cash, you can buy it straight from the broker. If not, you can buy it from time capsule. Well, you can open time capsules and hope to get the style. If you want to get an idea of the odds, I made a video where I opened 100 time capsules. It depends on what you like. Yeah, there's some really sweet, nice styles in there. There's the I don't have the wrong character. There's quite a few nice styles in the Halloween vendor. Let's go there. I'll show you the styles and then I'll go fight the evil Harley Quinn. Hang on to your butts. We're going to go see the Halloween vendor. Which reminds me, I probably should have made a a Halloween vendor video. Yeah, I'm going there right now. Uh, ISIS, it's a fun NPC to have in your base. It's supposed to give you one item each day, and it does give you one item each day. But so far, all I had was crap, like broken components or a foam hand, or so basically, yes, it's a fun item to have. But if you expect it to give you some useful items, so far it just hasn't happened. So here we have our little vendor. So basically, if you go into the Gotham Police East End, it's right there in the corner here, and it's right next to our friend Phantom Stranger. So as you can see, it costs what's it called? Spooky Bites, and the ISIS is somewhat expensive. It's 100 Spooky Bites. I guess I will show it to you in a bit. I think. So let's, we can't look at the style, it's true. So basically they've added some few styles that are also pieces of gear. And sadly, since they're boxes with gear in it, I cannot preview the style. But I can preview some of it. Like, yeah, there's this cute little spider. Let's look at this one. So depending on what you like, there's some neat looking styles. Like if you want to have a nice spider familiar on your shoulder, you know. And there's various base items like gates from Arkham. This one is kind of neat. A shallow grave with a hand coming out of the ground. Again, some more gates. There's quite a few different gates and fences. Yeah, we'll get there in just a second. This somehow we can't really see what it does. Oh well. So there's a whole bunch of base items that you can get. And the Jute style is... Oh, where is it? Oh, the werewolf. The werewolf looks really neat. If you ever wanted to create a wolf-like character, now's the time. And there's a few like the plastic mask, the Joker mask, the Cersei mask, the Batman mask. Obviously they're oversized, so it won't allow you to recreate an accurate version of the character. There's the skeleton, which I really like. I have it on a few characters. And here's the Jute style. It's only two pieces. So you can see the chest piece here. So basically it has this weird texture and a whole bunch of stitches all over the place. And the pants here. Wolfy Pines. Is that in honor of Wayward Pines? The ghosts, they're fun. They're fun little NPCs that you can summon. Basically, they work as not quite as backup. Not sure why they all seems to give you might. I would have thought they would give you different bonuses. But this one will panic, stun, teleport, damage enemy over time. Agent combat. So they don't seem exactly the same, and I'm not sure which one would be best. I would strongly suggest read the description of each and decide which one you think would be best. You have to play the Halloween mission. Basically, if you play the mission that Phantom Stranger, oh, I'll do it right now. So if you get the mission from Phantom Stranger, then you can go to Gotham. Yes, there is a belt that allows you to when you activate it, it summons all four boos at the same time. They did the Batman one this time. Who knows? Maybe in a future DLC, like maybe in November when we get the Earth 3 DLC, maybe we'll get the Superman emblem. Who knows? So basically, once you get the mission from Phantom Stranger, just fly around Gotham, and you should be able to get. Let's see. Right now, everyone is doing those missions, so finding some of the enemies you need can be a bit tricky sometimes. Well, let's give it a try. Okay, as you can see, there's someone here already. Let's give him a hand. So you have to find these missions here. You have to help to protect. Usually, you have to protect the civilians, and you have to defeat some of the evil ghosts, and that's when you can pretty much get the spooky bites. You can also purchase them from the marketplace if you want to. You can buy them like 50 spooky bikes or 500 the market cash. If you have some extra cash to burn, sure, why not? But yeah, I suppose they could have a new Superman emblem for Superman's 70th anniversary. But I think they'll do that before that. Basically, we have the Earth 3 DLC coming up, and in Earth 3 you have the Crime Syndicate of America, which are pretty much an evil version of the Justice League. So I wouldn't be surprised if with that evil version of Justice League, if they give us at least some Justice League emblems, like Superman maybe, but we're gonna have to wait and see for that. Oh no! If you're in an inclined plane like this, sadly, sometimes the balls will roll on their own. For this one, not a big issue, but the other ones, I needed those. Like this one, I need it. Don't go, don't go. Yeah, I have some OP items. I'm at 207 right now. Basically, I have a full set of Batman Beyond gear. I have a few OP items. I think I have a belt, 2 rings. Although the rings are like combat rating 170, so they don't really help my combat rating all that much. Why are you angry? Let me finish this mission, and I will show you my character. That's 207. I usually go in another spot to do this mission, but oh well. Never pass up a free exhibit. Ah, that's good, Nikki. You want the plastic Wonder Woman head? It won't really create a convincing Wonder Woman, though. Not really. I'm trying to pretty much do the missions on level up my character on my own. I'm going to save it as a reference for whenever people claim that it's not true that you can level up pretty fast. But thanks for the offer. The Phoenix is hard to get, although the negative Speed Force one as well, come to think of it. Yeah, the Phoenix would be is pretty cool. Sure. It only took me weeks to farm the broker to get the Phoenix material, but sure, I'll give it if I get one more. Sure. I was sarcastic. Well, on the US server, the economy is quite different. There's so items on the US server are much more expensive than on the EU server, from what we understand. So basically, once you finish the mission, just trying to get this out of the way. So when I complete the witching hour, you can see it's going to give me 4 spooky bites. So that is pretty much how you can get spooky bites. There's that, and there's also, if you go into the on duty menu, if you play the Midnight Masquerade mission, that also gives spooky bites. You can see in the reward spooky bites. So how to get to 205? Let me go check. If I get another, I don't know, maybe if I get another exhibit, you guys don't seem to understand how hard it is to get the materials. So, like to get the Phoenix material, I had to farm the broker for weeks, literally, weeks and weeks of buying and selling and buying and selling, and eventually I had enough money to buy the what I needed for the Phoenix material. But it took weeks and weeks of farming the broker. So you guys ask it as if it was falling from the sky from nowhere, but no, it required a lot of work. Like the aura that my character is wearing right now. I had to play the broker quite a lot for days and weeks to be able to get all the collections I needed. Yeah, I guess you could call it's Badiverse, I suppose. So basically, the gear that my character has, you can see is a combat rating 207 right now. Although that could be just the equipped. Actually, I'm combat rating 208. But in order to be able to be combat rating 208, I have a 179 mask. Pretty much all my gear will be combat rating 180 because most of it is Batman Beyond gear. The neck piece is the necklace of Omnipotence, which is 180 also. The belt is the Per Degaton belt of Omnipotence. That one is a combat rating 192. It was lower than that before, but at some point they raised the combat rating of a certain Omnipotence item. The rings, I still have the Starro rings at 170, and I have the Starro utility belt at 172. Although I think I have, do I have other rings? I guess not. You're at 40 million? That's good. The belt, it comes from this, I made a video about it already, the Omnipotence belt. Basically, you need, let me go check. Not this one. Alright. For the belt, you need to gather the devices of Degaton collections. So you can see there's a Time Machine blueprint, the Professor Z's glasses, the Time Flux capacitor, the Project M classified documents, the Injustice Society seal, the Chrono Crystal shard, the Time Trust office badge, the Circuit of Mechanic, Inoperable Time Disk, Degaton's Luger PO8, Concentrated Tachyons, and Per Degaton's memoirs. So once you gather all those, you get the belt through by mail. It's pretty much that simple. Oh yeah, and for those who asked about the cat, that's the ISIS character that you can get, or the NPC that you can get for your base. Basically, once a day you can click on it, and she will give you something. But so far, all she gave my character was junk. So let's go back to our friend the Red Hood. Unless there's something else you need to see from my multiverse character. No? Okay. Go back, why? Oh, I guess I will have to go back. What do you want to see, Jabril? I don't have the void material with this character, so I can't. Oh, thank you, Nikki. You're so sweet. See you next time. I don't have the void material with this character. I have the negative speed force. So I could show it to you with the negative speed force. Let's create a Superman build. I hope it won't crash because the game is really slow right now. If it crashes, I apologize in advance.
lot better over here.
Oh. Come on. I'm getting old. There we go. Like if I put the... Oh, let's put the tall gloves. So let's put that with the negative Speed Force material. Of course, I went to the wrong way. Take two. Let's do that with the boots. Oh, that's okay. This one will do for now. The thing is, if you put the cape, the back, I'll show it to you. Where's teal? Oh, there it is. The thing is, if you put the material on the back, you will lose the S shield. As you can see, no S. Hello, friend gamers. The same with the Fallen God cape. As soon as you put the material on the cape, the all the details disappear. It becomes only the material. Like you see, you lose all the details on the cape are gone, and all the other items. As soon as you put the material, it just becomes that material. Hello, friend gamer. The Herald of the Black Cape? I don't even know if I have it. Do I have it? No Herald of the Black, sorry. Sure. It looks really weird though. I kind of find it hard to look at after a while. With the void material, it will look probably better. Oh, we got mail. Yeah, you're right. Superman doesn't have gloves. What was I thinking? There we go. The void looks really sweet, but it's probably one of the hardest one to get. The void and the phoenix materials I think are harder to get, but it could be just a false impression.
I've got a toilet in my house.
So, are we good with this? Oh yeah, they're pretty expensive, but if you buy one, odds are you'll be broke, and it'll take a while before you can buy another. I bought quite a few materials, but as I mentioned earlier, I had to farm. I had to pretty much play the broker a lot for weeks and weeks in order to be able to. I don't have the void material nightmare. Probably too much. That's okay, nightmare. Basically, I have two accounts. So right there, there's the subscription for two accounts for the whole year. Uh, Also, like usually, I'll buy a bunch of time capsules here and there. So let's get into the Joker Funhouse. You have to go into. There's a broadcast option on the PS4. Also, the PS4 records. I think it's 15 minutes by default. So whenever you play, let's say after 15 minutes of gameplay, you can decide to save your gameplay. And you can change that up to an hour if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Spider Boy. I've been toying with, if you want to know how to record with PS4, I've been toying with the idea of making a video explaining it. So keep an eye open and I'll probably do that in the near future. Yeah, you can record for free on PS4, and you don't need extra software. You just do it straight with your PS4 with whatever is there. It depends on the videos. Basically, I have half a dozen ways of making videos. Either I can do the live stream on PS4 like I'm doing right now. That requires no editing at all. Or as I mentioned, with PS4 you can record, I think it's up to an hour of footage. So you can record the footage and then upload it straight to YouTube. Or you can record the footage, edit it, and put it on YouTube. Usually what I'll do if I want to edit my footage, I'll put it on a USB key, then I'll put my USB key on my PC. And on my PC I have a old software known as, what's it called again? I have some editing software, the name escapes me right now. And so usually I'll edit my video there. If I need to record new audio, I'll do it. And then I'll put it on YouTube afterwards. But also I can record straight on PC if I want to. You always get cool gear, come on. But I'm not sure what gear you're talking about, Spider Boy. So I have a handful of ways of recording and making videos. I've been toying with the idea of making a tutorial. So yeah, I'll make a tutorial on how to record on, not just on PS4, on how to record period. So you guys you'll get a better idea of all the stuff I need to do sometimes to be able to produce those videos. And if you want to make your own, it probably should help you. And I'm still discovering new ways of making videos. What about the Midnight Masquerade? Yeah, it's hard work to get those materials. They didn't make it easy. Although for a while they were fairly inexpensive. Like for a while, a lot of the materials went down to about 60 millions. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I use a USB key. Basically, you can plug in a USB key in your PS4, and then you can copy the iDasher win. You can plug in a USB key to your PS4, and then transfer the footage to your USB key. Make sure you have enough room on your USB key, obviously, and then you can transfer it to your PC. It takes a while though, so sadly, when you're transferring video to your USB key, well, you cannot play on your PlayStation during that time. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem, Jabril. We'll wait for you. I'm from Canada, just north of the US. That's okay. I understood. It's alright. Usually it's pretty cold up here, but strangely enough, we had a pretty big heat wave. Not to just a few, just like last week. And even now, the weather is still much warmer than we're used to. Like usually getting a heat wave in September, not really usual. But now we seems to be going back to our regularly scheduled weather. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it depends on the server you play on. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, DCUO drug dealer. Sooner or later, the DC universe will stop. That it's not a matter of if; it's just a matter of when. Will it be in 2020? Will it be in 2030? We don't know just yet. But sooner or later, the game will stop. That could be a good guess. Superman emblem could kind of work within the theme of the Earth 3 DLC. Also, around that time, there will be the Justice League film that will be released. So releasing a Superman emblem then would make some sort of sense. But the truth is, we don't really know when. We know it's going to happen for the Superman emblem, but when? Because it's just a matter of time. Like with the same with the Batman emblem, we knew they would release a Batman emblem at some point. The only question was to know when, and which emblem also. Like I was, I'm not really surprised, but I wish we would have had a more classic Batman emblem as opposed to the Batman Rebirth. The Batman Rebirth emblem is fine, but I would have preferred a much classic emblem. Yeah, the new Genesis style pretty much comes from the mission you play at once you reach level 30. Usually you have your character is given a certain mission to do to officially join the Justice League and pretty much complete going to level 30. What's your mentor, Nikki? The Deathstroke chest, you have to play the Deathstroke mission, if it makes any sense. I can't show it to you just yet. Nah. There's a mission where you know the mission where you have to help the Riddler because the evil Deathstroke wants to kill him? That's the mission where you can get the Deathstroke chest. That or purchase it from the broker. My higher PvP player CR? It's probably combat rating 100. So Superman is your mentor. So once you reach level 30, usually Supergirl will give you a mission to go to the Daily Planet and then to go to I think it's the Hall of Doom. It's been a while since I did those missions, so it's a little foggy in my mind. So basically, Supergirl will give you a mission, and that's where you can get the new Genesis gear. It's a random drop, though. I remember one time I wanted the pants, and I had to farm that mission over and over and over, and it took like forever before I got the pants, even though the pants were supposed to be the common drop. And there's also another way to get the new Genesis gear. I'm on US servers, yes. I seem to recall there was another way to get the new Genesis gear, and I just can't remember it. Oh yeah, the gear you get from the sadly you have to pay money for that. But if you purchase the Lex Core, I'll show it to you. If you purchase the starter pack by LexCore, they give you a box with a whole bunch of gear in it. Oh, thank you, Vibefy. So the starter pack by LexCore gives you a box with a whole bunch of gear in it. The gear in the box is New Genesis. So if you're rich enough and don't care about spending 10 bucks, you can get the New Genesis gear from there. Oh, I missed a mission. Oh, I'm so sad now. So Vibefy, you're my biggest fan. Are you a big fan enough to give me $1 billion? Don't do it, but I'm just asking, would you do it? I skipped a few missions. Too much talking and not enough paying attention. It comes from the LexCore starter pack. Basically, you pay 10 bucks for a trinket, and they give you a box of gear and a few other things with it. Come on, $1 billion. What's $1 billion amongst friends? Okay, I'll let you check. I would have made like Dr. Evil and put my pinky next to my mouth, but you guys won't see it anyway, so. I'm playing on PS4, yes. 2 is good. I'll send you my my bank account in a minute. My bank account numbers. It's somewhere in the Bahamas. No, my account is in the Bahamas. Okay, I'll give you my account number right now. Get ready. So there you go. So when you make the deposit, make sure that there's half in small bills and half in big bills. And if you have another half, I'll take some big bills as well. Okay, I guess we're done with this here. Yeah, I'm always ready. No, I'll pass on the physical, but thanks. Mail is good too. I'll expect your check someday. As long as you mail it to that account, it's all good. Uh, Not too crazy about matching Wonder Woman with Batman or Superman. It's as if it's as if saying that superheroes can only date other superheroes. It would be like saying police officers can only date other police officers. I'm not too crazy about that kind of thinking. Well, thank you, Vibefy. When I buy a small island in the Pacific, I'll think of you. But now, for matching Wonder Woman with Batman and Superman, I always find that, I don't know, I never understood that. Thanks, Wi-Fi. You're much appreciated. Someday we will get to do 2 billion subscribers, thanks to you, Wi-Fi. I have no idea. You know, I really don't know. I haven't watched Balkan's video all that much, but I know that lately he did a Batman Beyond video. I watch. I don't watch his videos every day, but once in a while I'll watch some of his videos. Of course we will, Vibe-Fi. We'll do it by 2045, but we'll do it. Well, Superman is a good character, depending on who's writing it, obviously. My favorite era with Superman is when John Byrne started working on the series. When John Byrne was working on Superman, holy crap, I was buying Superman, I was buying Action Comics every month. And I loved every minute of it. Well, I understand why you would call Deathstroke a Batman villain. It always seemed a bit strange to me because when I learned about Deathstroke, at the time Deathstroke was a Teen Titans villain. That's where I first saw Deathstroke, and the pages of the Teen Titans and issue number 2. No, Superman is not my favorite, but I enjoy the character quite a lot, and it always breaks my heart a bit when I see writers or creators who don't really know what to do with their character. So then they end up having break Zod's neck or something like that. Basically, sadly, we see a lot of people who worked on Superman through the years who either didn't like the character or didn't understand him, and they had him do some not so nice things. I would have to say Batman. It changed. It changed through the years. At some point, it was the Flash. At some point, it was the Daredevil. But more overall, I would say it's the Batman. Yes, I do know Taskmaster. I even have a Taskmaster villain on PC. Basically, he's Deathstroke the Terminator before Deathstroke even existed. Taskmaster was like co-created by George Perez, same as Deathstroke, and he was Deathstroke before Perez created Deathstroke. And I made a Taskmaster character on PC, and at the time the idea, and that was long before we had Weapon Mastery. And the idea is that I had one armory with my Taskmaster using a shield, one armory using a bow, and one armory using a sword. And I would switch between armories, same as Deathstroke, same as Taskmaster would do in a fight. And then we had Weapon Mastery that was added later on, which gave me even more options for my Taskmaster. I'm not sure about the outfit, the Deathstroke outfit from the Justice League film. It seems to be a mishmash of belt and buckles with little rhymes and reasons. You mean the Batman Beyond costume? Yes, there is a new Batman emblem. It's the Batman from Batman Rebirth. I'm playing on the US. And for the new Batman costume, you have to get it from Gotham Time Capsules. Multiverse is me. Or my channel. It's a secret. I can't tell you my secret identity, come on. Would you ask Batman, what's your real name? You don't do that. For the one who was asking about where to get the new Batman costume, I should have some here. Basically, you have these things called Gotham Time Capsules. So you have to open them, and you see there's one item in you see a list of all the stuff in the time capsules that you maybe can get. It's a random thing. So you could get a box of thugs if you're lucky, Sandstorm Horror Collection, Riddle Me This Corrections, and all that. And if you go all the way to Beyond High-Tech Gear, that is the new Batman costume. Oh, you're cheating. You're looking in the comics to see the Batman's name. Poor Bruce Wayne can't keep his identity secret. There's a fun running gag about that with I don't know if you guys ever watched How It Should Have Ended. It's a pretty fun channel on YouTube. It was an accident somewhat. Basically I was trying to pretty much create a whole bunch of different characters. I had created a Wolverine character, I had created a Magneto character, a Batman, Superman, the Flash characters, and even characters like Spawn or the Phantom. And so basically I had made all those different characters, and I was trying to find a name that would pretty much make sense to have a wide variety of characters, if it makes sense. And I don't remember what the discussion was, but we were talking on the forum about something, and then someone mentioned multiverse, and I said, "Oh yeah, maybe I should use that as a name." And that's how it happened. So basically I was trying to get something that would make sense no matter what character I was using. If I was using Marvel characters or DC characters or Image characters, and Multiverse did seem to fit the bill. So that's what I ended up using. I can play on all my characters. Not sure. Do you mean you want me to play another character right now? Right now it's Batman. But I have characters with all the mentors. And I pretty much have all the powers. I'm only missing a nature character. Well, I'm trying to get my friend Red Hood to level 30. Yes, I will live stream tomorrow. Ideally, I try to live stream from Monday to Friday. Once in a while, there's something that will happen that will mean that I cannot do a live stream on a certain day. Like last week, there was a day when basically I could not log in into DC Universe Online. Yesterday, sadly, I had something come up at the last minute and I just couldn't do it. But yeah, as a rule of thumb, I try to do a live stream every day. Well, thank you, Danielle. Daniel? Sorry, sometimes my tongue twists on itself. Not really. I guess I'm half Indian. If you want to get technical, I'm like a quarter Belgium, a quarter European, I suppose, and a quarter Indian, and another quarter Indian. Why 2 quarter Indians as opposed to half? Basically, I have one grandparent on one side who's Indian, and one grandparent on the other side who's Indian. So I'm a mix of pretty much a lot of things. Hey, Lynx. I used to. I used to. I had at the very least like 10,000 comics. I had like 5 bookshelves full of comics. Comics, omnibuses, essentials, and all that good stuff. I don't read comics as much nowadays. There's many reasons for that. Basically, when I have a lot of work, it doesn't give me much time to do other stuff. And also, oh yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I'd like to do these missions solo, so that basically often people will have some weird ideas about how you can progress in this universe online and how fast you can level up and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to come up with a handful of videos to show that you do level up pretty fast in this universe online, and you can do it fairly easily by yourself without a group. So I'm kind of trying to show that. So I'd rather do these missions on my own for now. But at some point, yeah, we could play Bahamians, Jamaicans, Spanish, and American. Yeah, that seems like the kind of mix. Although I'm whiter than white, so when you look at me, most people wouldn't know I'm part Indian. Well, I try to do that with various characters. Sometimes people will say because the thing very often when you say, oh, mission so and so is simple enough to do, people will say something like, oh, you've been carried, or you were using an OP power or something like that. So I'm trying to come up with a nice samples of examples showing that you can level up pretty fast without doing any exploits and without being carried. But thanks for the offer. It's always appreciated. Oh, it has to be the Batman. But I love a lot of DC characters. Oh yeah, someone asked if I was watching the CW Flash. Absolutely, I love that show. My favorite season has to be the first season, but even a bad Flash episode is still a pretty darn good episode. No, I have it on my Flash character. I think my Flash character is the only one that has the Phoenix collection. Next week, season 4 will start. I'm toying with the idea of maybe trying to make videos for that. I'll have to give it some more thoughts. Because if I make videos for Flash, I'll want to make videos for Arrows and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, and that's like 4 videos a week right there. So I'm not sure if maybe I'll make just one video a week about all the DC Universe shows. I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, I'm not sure how old the actor actually is, but sometimes in TV shows like that, they'll use actors who are much older than than the characters they actually portray. Like the best example is if you guys saw the new Spider-Man Homecoming, like the actress playing Liz Allen, or actually she wasn't Liz Allen, she was Liz. What was her last name? Anyway, the actress playing Liz, the Michael Keane's daughter, basically in the film, she's like 29, 30 years old, and she's playing like a 16-year-old girl. So I wouldn't be surprised if Grant Gustin is older than the age Flash is supposed to be. Although I was under the impression he was a pretty young guy, but yeah, Grant Gustin. I don't think he's 44, but maybe he's older than. Like I assume Flash is like in his late 30s, in his late 20s. So maybe Grant Gustin is actually, I don't know, 35. I'm saying that without knowing. All I know is that he does look young. I have no idea what his actual age is. Hello, Bell 111. 110. Sorry. I had one too many. I'll take a look. He's 27? Okay, so he's pretty much the same age as his character. But sometimes you get old. Like you can look young for a while and then age catches up to you. It happens. I have about 50 characters. And if you're wondering how is that possible, we can only have 32 characters on PlayStation. I basically have two accounts. I have a PS4 account and a PC account. So I have about 30 characters on PC, on PlayStation, and about 20 on PC. Actually, come to think of it, I probably have more than 50. I did a bit of house cleaning last summer, or this summer, for the water powers. But I created like half a dozen new characters since then, so... A good gadget loadout? It depends what you mean by that. Just give me a second. Oh, I got the same belt twice. Well, I know a loadout or two that kind of works, but if you're looking for the most powerful loadout, I would have to look it up because basically they have a lot of characters and there's a lot of powers. So I had a lot of new stuff to learn since we had the new changes with Game Update 73. So I could give you a loadout that kind of works, but I couldn't guarantee you that it's the best loadout ever.
Oracle here. In case you haven't heard, Brother Blood is inches away from raising the interdimensional demon Trigon, right here in Metropolis. Talk to Cyborg for more first-hand information, and I'll be back in touch.
Batman's not the only protector in this city. Keep up the good work. Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
So let's do a bit of house cleaning. Yeah, lots of style I didn't collect.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today? particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Yeah, you probably have to buy the easiest way to get the flash boost is to buy them from a broker. Hello, Gabrielle. Oh, we got a few gifts. About 2 years, all over 2 years. Basically, last August it was like my 2 year anniversary or something. Technically, I created the channel before that, but at the time, you had to create like a channel if you wanted to follow people or something. I'm not sure if it still works like that today. So I created my channel a long time ago, but I only started making videos for about 2 years. All over 2 years. Ah, a nice green arrow. So I think that's going to be it for now. I would buy the membership. The membership will give you extra stuff that the DLCs don't give you, like mainly unlimited cash. Like if I didn't have a membership, my cash would be locked like at 1,500 or at 2,000, depending if I'm a free to play or a member. Basically, obviously, if you buy the DLCs, you're going to be a premium player, so you would have 2,000 cash as opposed to have all the cash you can have. You have extra bank space. You have extra inventory space. You can open Prometheum log boxes for free, and of course, using the broker, you can use a broker. You can use a broker if you're a premium player, but you're limited to $2,000. So you can, and with $2,000, there's barely nothing you can purchase on the broker. I'll show you just a quick sample. Technically, it's less expensive to just buy the DLC. Yeah, we'll live stream tomorrow. Ideally, I try to live stream Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. There could be sometimes reasons why I can't, but so far I've been more or less being able to do it, not every day, but most days. So basically, if you want to purchase stuff from the broker, let's put it price ascending. Like, there's a lot of crap that you can purchase at $1, but very quickly, items that you can purchase. Come on. Like, basically, you can purchase anything up to 2,000. But, let's show you just by name. But you can see it quickly goes like 90,000, 69,000, and these are crap items. And most so yes, you could just purchase the DLCs, but if you buy the membership, you're going to have access to a lot more stuff. Sadly, even if with a membership, you don't have access to everything. Like, for example, if you want to open Prometheum log boxes, you have no choice, but you have to purchase stabilizers. Yes, there is a mission you can play that gives you stabilizers. But if you're a premium player, you're going to get a little less stabilizer fragment than a member, and obviously a free-to-play player get the least. So there's a few advantages, but so buying the DLCs is a bit cheaper, but you don't have access to as much things. Paying to be a member, you have to pay every month, but you have access to a bit more stuff. I hope it makes some sort of sense. So yes, guys, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. Let's take a quick look at the flash boots. How much are the flash boots today? The broker is pretty much a living entity. It changes every day, and sometimes it changes a lot during the same day. Lots of flash stuff nowadays. So the flash boots are 2 millions right now. It's a good price. It's pretty much a decent price for those boots. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Tomorrow, yes, I will do a live stream tomorrow. No idea yet what we'll do. Will we keep on playing with our friend Red Hood and try to push him to level 30? Will we play with our friend Supergirl? Will I create an Arkham Knight armory for my Red Hood? Stay tuned and find out tomorrow. The Rebirth emblem? Oh yeah, I can take a look at that. Last I checked, it was about 2 millions. But at that price, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody bought it right off the bat. Yeah, right now it's a little more than 2 millions. Unless what you could do, let's say you don't have 2 millions. Yeah, sorry, I don't have an Xbox just yet. The thing you could do if you don't have 2 millions is purchase the plan to craft the enhanced version, and then you could try and craft it. But let's take how much are the modes? The modes are pretty expensive right now. Sadly, you need 5 modes to craft the enhanced version, so you'll need to spend at least about 1,700, about 1,700,000 just for the modes. Oh, we have a nice Kid Flash here. So, nah, buying the enhanced version, not a good idea. So I guess you're gonna have to buy the bullet and probably, although with the enhanced version, you would have even if you purchase the cash, you're still gonna have to craft the enhanced version. So yeah, maybe you could just purchase the enhanced version, the plan for the enhanced version, and then just craft the enhanced version. I guess you can decide which is best. So tomorrow, again, we're going to load to play some more live. Not sure what I'll do exactly. We'll decide tomorrow. And also, if you have any suggestions, do so in the comment section down below. And I guess that's it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.